Okay, I am back. Hello. Hi. Okay, I am back. I hope. Like I said, I had no cell service. I figured that was going to happen, but yeah, we're just going to Route 9 at this point. There's another tornado warning in Toms River, but there's some flooding in downtown. I think we're coming into Woodbine now. Trying my best to catch this thing. It's likelihood of it happening is slim, but doing everything I can to try. This is the area where the tornado warning was, and as of right now, I'm not seeing much damage. There's some tree damage through this area, some like minor tree damage. Yeah, we do have another tornado warning up near Toms River. Again, we're not going to catch that. That's impossible. But I'm going to try to catch back up with this storm. It's only moving at like 30 miles an hour, so it shouldn't be impossible. They painted the railroad bridge. Wow. The gateway to the Jersey Cape. Huh. For all of my life, that bridge has just been like a light blue railway bridge. Sorry the stream went down, y'all. Just, I can't control where there's mobile data and where there's not. I do have plans on upgrading the connection in the future. It just requires money that I don't have. As always, if you'd like to help support my streams and help support my costs and expenses, my Cash App is in the description, on screen, and I'll say it verbally. It is money symbol Hurricane Husky, all one word, all lowercase. Doing everything I possibly can to catch these storms. It's just, now if we can't catch it, we do have one cell that we could go chase that seems to be exploding a little bit. I think we're losing the stream again. Side of the road seems slick as hell. At this point, I have reconciled with the fact that I'm not catching these storms, but I am going to try to intercept that last major cell that's just about to hit the southwestern edge of New Jersey. I think if I go up near Ocean City, I should be able to intercept that. That's a new building. Yeah, that cell I was just talking about is now close enough to where I'm getting lightning alerts for it. Hi, back. Hi, back. I'm Beck. Nice to meet you. That's a new house going up. That's cool. But yeah, like I said, I'm definitely not catching those storms, but this last cell that's pushing into the area, I think if I go just north of Ocean City, we should be able to intercept it. And if it goes tornadic, it goes tornadic. I have my doubts because it's going into very stabilized air now that there's been a massive storm that pushed into the area. Unless clear skies open up, then maybe, but that's also extremely unlikely. So I don't know what the Cape values are at. I don't know what the shear levels are at. So I'm not going to make guesses, but yeah, that cell looks strong. It'll at the very least be very high, very high precipitation, brain fog. I should say the radar on stream, that radar in the corner, is not up to date. I don't know why it's not updating like it should be, but it isn't. So I apologize about that. So don't reference that to where you think I am if that's what you're doing. If you're using Spotter Network to locate me, just realize that updates every 5 or 10 minutes. So, I could have traveled 10, 20 miles since then. But I am in Upper Township right now. Actually, I'm in Seaville. I think I'm in South Seaville? Seaville 1 to 2? I can't remember. It's been a while since I've lived in this area. And by a while, I mean like coming up on a decade. So, oh God, it's coming up on a decade. Holy shit. Wow, the Verizon store went under. Huh. Did not know that. Remember one time they did a circus in this field to my right. I doubt they still do, but it was cool. The Ringling Brothers, I think it was, or something like that. once we get to the boulevard to go into Ocean City, I don't think we're going to go into Ocean City. We might. I'll have to look at maps and radar. But once we get to that area, there should be a shop right up here. I'm just gonna stop for a minute or two, get out, stretch my leg because I'm starting to cramp a bit. That's a new neighborhood back there to the left. Got another scan coming in. Yeah, we are like in a perfect position to intercept this storm. I can actually see it off to my left, or straight, my left and straight ahead a little bit. Looks powerful. It's not a lot of lightning, but it looks like it's really heavy clouds, really full of precip, super low cloud base too. Fair amount of scud hanging off the base of it, but it's massive. It doesn't look organized enough to produce any tornadoes. And I can't say that with 100% confidence as always, but it looks way too disorganized. My dad used to get his car worked on, I think, somewhere up here. Yeah, there we go, Memorial Auto and Truck. That's a new building. Curry Design Studio. Is the abandoned substation. That's been abandoned for so long. I think that substation's been abandoned my entire life. But yeah, I definitely need to stop at this shop right because my leg is cramping like crazy. Whippoorwill Campground. I haven't heard that name in a long time. We're actually going to be going into an area that was hit by a tornado some odd years ago. I can't remember how long ago. I think it was only like an EF0 or EF1. But it shredded trees, ripped up some houses. I think it was like this next mile stretch, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was right around here. There's like a Coca-Cola factory or bottling thing up here. Yep. Actually, they tore that. Wow, they completely tore down the house that got hit and rebuilt it. That's crazy. They're building a bunch of stuff out this way. Damn. When did this part of town? When did Memorial get a fucking economic boom, bro? That was like a new church going in there. Damn. there's Kirk's. I know my mom loves that place. Mom and my sister. Now, fun fact, if you used to be able to continue straight through here like 30, 40 years ago, maybe 50 at this point, and Route 9 would continue across the Great Egg Harbor River, but hey, you can't turn left here anymore? What? I guess I'm going straight. I don't remember that. I could have sworn you could have turned left here. My mom or my dad, if they're watching, would have to tell me that, but I could have sworn you used to be able to make a left here. Honestly, this isn't a bad area to stop at either. We might get a good view of intercepting this storm too there. It looks like it's trying to form something off the back end of it. I'm going to wait for this next velocity scan, or this next yeah, it looks like there's something trying to do something back that way.
A chance of showers and thunderstorms until midnight, then a chance of showers after midnight. Thursday, north winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots, becoming northeast 5 to 10 knots in the
I could have sworn you could have made a left at this light.
3 feet. Wave detail, northwest 2 feet in 3 seconds and southeast 2 feet in 7 seconds.
I also don't remember the cycle being this long.
Winds 5 to 10 knots.
And they finally tore down that abandoned gas station. That's good.
Southeast 2 feet in 7 seconds. Friday, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves around 2 feet. Wave detail, northeast 1 foot in 2 seconds and southeast 1 foot in 6 seconds.
Well, that person made a left anyway.
Winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 to 2 feet. Saturday, east winds around 10 knots. Waves around 2 feet. Saturday night, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 to 2 feet.
Yeah, so I think, like, technically speaking, this is probably still considered Route 9. Yeah, this is still considered Route 9, but if you take Google Maps, it'll tell you to get on the parkway right here for Route 9. So you can see it still says North 9, but there's no longer a bridge to get over to Great Egg Harbor, so you're kind of just, like, stranded in a way. Unfortunately, they tore down the power plant that was like a beacon for South Jersey on the parkway, but you know, what can you do? Emerald Creek Generating, I think that's what it's called, Emerald Creek Generating, I think. I can't remember now, but yeah, it's gone. Wish I had my license at that point. I would have loved to drive down and watch the implosion of that tower. It would have been sad to see, but also would have been nice to see it go. We have like perfect timing with this storm, man. It is just starting to get into this area. Alright guys, let's full speed it right into the ocean, right? Right into the Great Egg Harbor. Let's go, full speed. It's actually crazy that it's still a 45 zone right here. I feel like they would want you to start slowing down so you don't accidentally just fly into the freaking river. It's weird not seeing the bridge here, too. I haven't been over here since they ripped out the bridge. For the longest time, the bridge was just here, you know? Like, you could just... According to my parents, at one point, you could even, like, walk down here. But, yeah, it's just nothing now. Nothing but boats. Alright, let's give the truck a bit of a rest. Let's give myself a little bit of a rest. Yeah, so this used to be Route 9, and we used to go straight across. It's kind of crazy that I don't... I understand, logistically speaking and money speaking, it would have cost probably $1 billion at least to rebuild a bridge here. But at the same time, it just, I don't know. Feels like when you have an established right of way, you should try to do whatever you can to maintain that. I mean, yes, I understand the drawbridge was inefficient and everything else, but I don't know. Something about it just sits weird with me. Well, I don't see any signs saying I can't, so I'm gonna go walk out on that for a second so I can stretch my legs, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Okay. You know, I feel like they could have and probably should have turned that into like a parking area where people can like sit and relax and watch the water. They need to do something with it. I know you won't be able to see it, but there's like a retaining wall off over here, and it's it's collapsing. It's washing out. There's a culvert that goes through it that's completely filled in and washing away. And like all this gravel is just sinking off into the edge. So they need to do something with it eventually. Or they're going to have a lawsuit on their hands when someone goes over there and falls under and then, oh, I'm going to sue. At last Uncrustable. Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm very hungry. Yeah, I can see the storm off to the left. That's why I came back to the truck, because I could see it. It was about to start coming in. It looks like it's pretty strong, but not tornadic. At least it didn't appear that way. What I need to do is I need to go to Google Maps. Just figure out, I know there's a way to get like under. Yeah, I think I know which way I'm going to go. I'm going to go back to that intersection, hop onto the parkway, get off at Summers Point, and then I'm going to take Mays Landing Road into like the English Creek area. That is my current plan. It is weird though. I mean, this was a major thoroughfare, and now it's just a wooden barrier and some barrel cones. It's just weird. Tuckahoe Inn looks dead as hell, man. Shit. Once again, I appreciate all y'all for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and like the stream if you like it. once I get done intercepting this cell, my plan is to travel down into Cape May County, where the tornado warning was. To see if there's any damage. Looking for signs for North 9 and GSP 9. Or, sorry, GSP North. Dude, I don't think this guy knows what a turn signal is. I gotta be honest. There we go. I'm so proud of you. Good job. We're going to be intercepting it basically perfectly here in a minute. See what I mean? Those signs say North Garden Parkway and Route 9. So it's interesting that how they've handled it. I understand it for economic reasons, but again, I like keeping established right-of-ways. It would be cool if we were able to intercept it like directly on top of this bridge, I gotta be honest. I don't think it's caught up that quickly. Got some lightning. work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does. There we go. We're going to start coming into it here in a second. I genuinely don't know if I've ever been in this area in my life. Maybe once. Whoa! Some bright lightning. And some heavy rain. Into the thick of it! Into the thick of it! We're driving through the storm. I bet you this road floods, so I'm trying to be careful. good lightning.
Chemical flows in the mid-60s. West winds around 5 miles per hour, becoming north after midnight. Chance of rain 50%. Thursday, sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, mostly clear. Lows around 60. Southeast winds around 5 miles per hour in the evening, becoming light and variable. Friday, sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. Friday night, partly cloudy in the evening, then becoming mostly cloudy. Lows in the lower 60s. Saturday, partly sunny. Highs around 80. Saturday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 60s. Sunday,
That's a cool
mostly
old building.
highs in the lower 80s. Sunday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-60s. Monday, mostly sunny. Hot with highs in the mid-80s. Monday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. A chance of showers. Lows in the upper 60s. Chance of rain 50%. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a chance of showers. Hot with highs in the mid-80s. Chance of rain 30%. Here is the official National Weather Service forecast for Lower Delaware Bay, issued at 6:56 p.m. Tuesday, July 21st. Tonight, southwest winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 30 knots. Waves 2 to 4 feet. Wave detail, southwest 3 feet at 4 seconds. Showers and thunderstorms until midnight. Then showers likely with a chance of thunderstorms after midnight. Wednesday, southwest winds 15 to 20 knots.
The person behind me definitely does not appreciate that I'm driving
2 to 4 feet.
at a safe
Wave detail,
speed for the
southwest 3
conditions.
feet at 4 seconds and southeast 3 feet at 8 seconds. A chance of showers. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Wednesday night, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming north 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots after midnight. Waves 2 to 3 feet. Wave detail, south 2 feet at 8 seconds and
That's
southwest
fine. I
1
planned
foot
on
at
turning
3
around
seconds.
anyway.
A chance of showers and
At a
thunderstorms
really
until midnight, then a chance of
sketchy
showers after
abandoned
midnight.
house
Thursday,
that's
north winds 10 to
collapsing
15 knots
onto
with
itself.
gusts up to 20 knots, becoming northeast 5 to 10 knots in the afternoon. Waves 2 to 3 feet. Wave detail, northwest 2 feet at 3 seconds and southeast 2 feet at 7 seconds. Thursday night, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves around 2 feet. Wave detail, southeast 2 feet at 7 seconds. Friday, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves around 2 feet. Wave detail, northeast 1 foot at 2 seconds and southeast 1 foot at 6 seconds.
Yeah, I want to start heading back
East winds 5 to
this
10
way.
knots. Waves 1 to 2 feet. Saturday, east winds around 10 knots. Waves around 2 feet. Saturday night, east winds 5 to 10 knots.
So we can just finish the intercept with this storm.
Sunday, north winds
And then head
5
south.
knots, becoming southeast in the afternoon. Waves 1 to 2 feet. Sunday night, south winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming southwest after midnight. Waves around 2 feet. Winds and feet higher and their thunderstorms. Here is the official National Weather Service forecast for Upper Delaware Bay, issued at 6:56 p.m. Tuesday, July 21st. Tonight, southwest winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 25 knots. Waves 2 to 3 feet. Wave detail, south 2 feet at 5 seconds. Showers and thunderstorms early this evening, then showers with a chance of thunderstorms overnight. Wednesday, southwest winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 25 knots, becoming west around 10 knots in the afternoon. Waves 2 to 3 feet. Wave detail, southwest 2 feet at 3 seconds and southeast 2 feet at 8 seconds.
There's some decent flooding on these roads.
A slight chance of
Nothing
thunderstorms
major,
in the
but
morning, then a chance of thunderstorms
enough to
in the afternoon.
keep you focused on driving.
Wednesday night, west winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming north 10 to 15 knots after midnight. Waves around 2 feet. Wave detail, southeast 2 feet at 8 seconds. A chance of showers and thunderstorms until midnight, then a chance of showers after midnight. Thursday, north winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming northeast 5 to 10 knots in the afternoon. Waves around 2 feet. Wave detail, southeast 1 foot at 7 seconds. Thursday night, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 foot or less. Wave detail, east 1 foot at 2 seconds and southeast 1 foot at 7 seconds.
curious where this little road goes to the right, so I'm going to follow it.
Wednesday night, southwest winds 10 to 15 knots, sailing northwest after midnight. Seas 3 to 5 feet.
Is that a road? I don't think that's technically a road.
A chance of
I'm
showers.
going to make a turn here.
Thursday, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Wave detail, south 4 feet at 7 seconds and northeast 2 feet at 3 seconds. Thursday night, east winds 5 to 10 knots.
I don't know where this goes, but they say curiosity kills the cat.
2 feet at 5 seconds.
Or the dog,
Friday, east winds 10 to 15
in my
knots.
case.
Seas 2 to 3 feet. Wave detail, east 3 feet at 6 seconds. Friday night, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas around 3 feet. Saturday, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 3 to 5 feet. Saturday night, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas 3 to 5 feet. Sunday, northeast winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming east in the afternoon. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Sunday night, south winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming southwest after midnight. Seas around 3 feet. Winds and seas higher and near thunderstorms. The following is the offshore forecast for the following marine location: Hudson Canyon to Baltimore Canyon to 1,000 fathoms. Gale warning tonight: south winds 15 to 25 knots, becoming southwest 25 to 35 knots. Then becoming west to southwest 20 to 30 knots. Seas 4 to 6 feet, building to 6 to 11 feet. Chance of rain early, then isolated thunderstorms. Wednesday, southwest winds 15 to 25 knots. Seas 7 to 10 feet. Rain likely. Wednesday night, west to southwest winds 10 to 20 knots. Seas 5 to 8 feet. Rain likely, then isolated thunderstorms. Thursday, northeast winds 10 to 20 knots, becoming 10 to 15 knots. Seas 5 to 7 feet. Chance of rain. Thursday night, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 3 to 5 feet. Friday, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 4 to 5 feet. Friday night, east to northeast winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 4 to 5 feet. Saturday, northeast winds 15 to 25 knots. Seas 5 to 6 feet. Saturday night, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots, diminishing to 5 to 10 knots. Seas 4 to 5 feet. Sunday, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots, diminishing to 5 to 10 knots. Seas 4 to 5 feet. Sunday night, variable winds less than 5 knots. Seas 4 to 5 feet.
Well, it wasn't necessarily a dead end. It went down to I think the road we were just on, so I just looked back around.
Following the departure of the cold front, high pressure and drier conditions return for the second half of this weekend right into the weekend. For the following areas: coastal waters from Great Egg Inlet to Cape New Jersey out 20 nautical miles, coastal waters from Little Egg Inlet to Great Egg Inlet, New Jersey out 20 nautical miles, coastal waters from Manasquan Inlet to Little Egg Inlet, New Jersey out 20 nautical miles, waters from Little Egg Inlet, New Jersey to Great Egg Inlet, New Jersey from 20 to 60 nautical miles, waters from Manasquan Inlet, New Jersey to Little Egg Inlet, New Jersey from 20 to 60 nautical miles, waters from Sandy Hook, New Jersey to Manasquan Inlet, New Jersey from 20 to 40 nautical miles. At 7:49 p.m., severe thunderstorms capable of producing water temps were located along a line extending from 12 nautical miles east of Barnegat Light Reef to 16 nautical miles east of Garden State North Reef to Boise, moving east at 50 knots. Hazard: water temps and wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source: radar indicated. Impact: water temps can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Small craft could be damaged and briefly.
This area is going to experience really bad flooding because there's more rain on the way.
Little Egg Reef, Atlantic City Reef, Bottom, Great Egg Inlet, Barnegat Light Reef, Garden State South Reef, Silverton, Harvey Cedars, Fork River, Great Egg Reef, Ocean City Reef, Long Island, Beach Haven, Barnegat Light, North Beach Haven, Garden State North Reef, Little Egg Inlet, and Boise. A tornado watch remains in effect until 9 p.m. for southern New Jersey and adjacent coastal waters. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. This is the third forecast for the following counties: coastal ocean, New Jersey. Wednesday, wind current risk moderate. Surf upper 70s.
I'm trying to figure out
15 miles per hour.
at this point how I get back south without getting on the parkway and paying for a toll. Why did I open up TikTok? That was by accident. Hold up. Let me look at radar really quick. I'm gonna look back at the past. Yeah, I want to go down to like Cape May Courthouse area. Rio Grande. Let's just put a GPS for that. Okay, cool. I get to go into Ocean City to avoid a toll. Okay, that works. That's what I figured I was going to have to do, but I was hoping not to. Bro, the wiper blade on that Cybertruck looks fucking ridiculous. I could have sworn this used to be a traffic circle. Yeah, it did, because there's Circle Liquor. I love bridges and thunderstorms. So much fun. Or in this instance, I guess we're technically on a causeway. Well, we're on a bridge right now, but I think up ahead is considered a causeway. sky is so pretty. I see wee-woos up ahead. Wrong one. There we go. I'm surprised there's not more flooding. I don't know what Ocean City's usually like in terms of flooding, to be fair, but I'm surprised that there isn't, being it's a coastal town. I know that. Like I said, I've grown up at the shore my entire life. I know that it can flood, and there is some flooding. I just was expecting more after the rainfall we had. The sky just looks so pretty right now. The sky's looking pretty dark off to my right. Damn. That I don't know. It looks funny. The cloud looks funny. I just need to check radar.
6 a.m. Tide 3:30 p.m. Sunrise 5:52 a.m.
Because that cloud looks very intriguing.
Tomorrow. Surf height 2 to 3 feet. Thunderstorm potential none. Weather mostly sunny. High temperature in the upper 70s. Winds northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tides 8th May. Low at 9:37 a.m. High at 4:27 p.m. Sunrise 5:53 a.m.
You know,
Sunset
maybe.
8:19 p.m.
I'm not going to say what I'm thinking yet, but
The voice of the National Weather Service on station KE.
yeah,
Atlantic City, New Jersey on a frequency of 162.4.
that is rotating.
This program originates from the National Weather Service forecast office in Mount Pleasant, New Jersey.
I'm going to show y'all what I'm looking at here so you understand why I stopped.
Hourly observation.
Look at that cloud.
Along with marine and regional
Now, that is not a tornado,
about the broadcast.
but that cell is rotating.
261-660 between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m.
There, I can see rotation on velocity on radar, and that is a pretty low cloud base.
Here is the regional weather forecast.
I mean,
Tonight, showers.
I'm tempted to just stay in this area, honestly. I mean, that looks nuts.
Rainfall and tornadoes this evening. Lows in the lower 70s. Southwest winds 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Chance of rain near 100%.
Okay, I don't know why I lost data there for a second. That was weird.
Partly sunny. A chance of thunderstorms. A chance of showers in the morning, then showers likely in the afternoon. Humid with highs in the lower 80s. Southwest winds 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Chance of rain 60%.
Yeah, I don't know if either of y'all, I don't know if anyone in chat also has a radar app they can view velocity on.
Showers.
But you gotta look right between like Woodbine and Corbin City.
5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts up to
And it looks like it's got rotation to it.
chance of rain 50%. Thursday, mostly sunny.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep
Highs in the upper
watching this thing.
north winds around 10 miles per hour, becoming northeast in the afternoon.
Yeah, even on storm relative velocity, there's pretty.
Lows in the upper 60s.
I'm just gonna sit here for a few minutes.
Miles per hour. Friday, sunny. Highs in the upper 70s. Friday night, partly
I mean,
cloudy
it
in the evening,
looks
then
it looks
becoming mostly
promising.
cloudy. Lows in the upper 60s. Saturday, partly sunny. Highs in the mid 70s. Saturday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the upper 60s. Sunday, mostly
It almost
sunny.
looks like there's a hook trying to form on it. I'll try to give y'all a shot of it. Here, hold up. Let me just get this out of the way.
Highs in the lower
There we go.
Monday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. A chance of showers. Lows in the lower 70s. Chance of rain 40%. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. Here is the regional weather forecast. For southeast New Jersey, tonight, showers with thunderstorms likely this evening, then showers likely with a chance of thunderstorms after midnight. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds, large hail, heavy rainfall, and tornadoes this evening. Lows around 70. Southwest winds around 10 miles per hour with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Chance of rain near 100%. Wednesday, partly sunny with a chance of showers. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon.
Dude, that is 1000% rotating.
Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 50%. Wednesday night, partly cloudy in the evening, then becoming mostly cloudy.
I'm gonna throw my vest on.
Thunderstorms in the evening. A chance of
Get
showers.
my
Humid with lows in the mid 60s. West winds around 5
turn my
miles
front flashers on and get out and look at it.
Chance of rain 50%.
There's like a little hill off to my side here. I want to get out and look.
Northeast winds 5 to 10
Cause that
miles
thing
per hour.
1000%.
Thursday
It's not like strong rotation, but there is 100% rotation on radar. I don't think they'll warn it, but
Friday.
again, it caught my attention.
Friday night, partly cloudy in the evening, then becoming
Okay, so I'm gonna get out and look at this.
Saturday, partly sunny. Highs around 80. Saturday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 60s. Sunday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. Sunday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid 60s. Monday, mostly sunny. Hot with highs in the mid 80s. Monday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. A chance of showers. Lows in the upper 60s. Chance of rain 50%. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a chance of showers. Hot with highs in the mid 80s. Chance of rain 30%. Here is the official National Weather Service forecast for Lower Delaware Bay, issued at 6:56 p.m., Tuesday, July 21st. Tonight, southwest winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 30 knots. Waves 2 to 4 feet. Wave detail, southwest 3 feet at 4 seconds. Showers and thunderstorms until midnight, then showers likely with a chance of thunderstorms after midnight. Wednesday, southwest winds 15 to 20 knots.
The precip just started back up. It's just too disorganized. It's way too disorganized. I'm still gonna keep an eye on it though. It's not rotating rapidly. There is rotation to the cloud base. I'm gonna try to update the radar image for y'all. I think it's hailing. It might be hailing. I can't tell if that's hail or not. I see stuff bouncing off the road. It might be hail. Really hard to tell, but I think it was hailing for a second there. I don't see any big stones, but I think for half a second it was hailing. My phone just told me system UI isn't responding. Close app or wait. How the hell do you expect me to close my system UI? Phone, that doesn't make much sense now, does it?
Southwest 2 feet at 3 seconds and southeast 2 feet at 8 seconds. A chance of showers. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Wednesday night, west winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming north 10 to 15 knots after midnight. Waves around 2 feet. Wave detail, southeast 2 feet at 8 seconds. A chance of showers and thunderstorms until midnight, then a chance of showers after midnight. Thursday, north winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming northeast 5
Yeah,
to
so
10
this
knots.
is what I was looking at.
Wave detail, southeast 1 foot at 7 seconds. Thursday night, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 foot or less. Wave detail, east 1 foot at 2 seconds and southeast 1 foot at 7 seconds. Friday, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 foot or less, then around 2 feet in the afternoon. Wave detail, east 1 foot at 2 seconds and southeast 1 foot at 6 seconds, becoming east 1 foot at 3 seconds.
Okay, I really need my phone to, like, turn on.
East winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves around 2 feet. Saturday, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 foot or less. Saturday night, east winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming northeast after midnight. Waves 1 foot or less. Sunday, north
Oh, it 100% is overheating. I know that for a fact.
Winds can cease higher and near thunderstorms. The following is the offshore forecast for the following marine location: Hudson Canyon to Baltimore Canyon to 1,000 fathoms. Gale warning tonight. South winds 15 to 25 knots, becoming southwest 25 to 35 knots. Then becoming west to southwest 20 to 30 knots. Seas 4 to 6 feet, building to 6 to 11 feet. Chance of rain early, then isolated thunderstorms. Wednesday, southwest winds 15 to 25 knots. Seas 7 to 10 feet. Rain likely. Wednesday night, west to southwest winds 10 to 20 knots. Seas 5 to 8 feet.
We're gonna get moving.
Rain likely. Isolated thunderstorms. Thursday, northeast winds 15 to 20 knots, becoming 10 to 15 knots. Seas 5 to 7 feet.
It's so nice having viewers my entire streams now. You know, there was a while for the past few years where there'd be times I'm just kind of talking to myself because there's no one watching, and it's nice having like at least a few consistent viewers. Even if it's not super action-packed, y'all are just here for the ride, just here to hang out. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I just want to take Route 9 down to like the courthouse, Rio Grande area, just to see if there's any major storm damage. You know what I bet it is? I bet because my phone has like 3,000 nits peak brightness on the screen, I bet that when it starts overheating, it automatically reduces the brightness because that's a big part of the heat, obviously.
Mostly cloudy with a temperature of 77 at Wildwood, 72 at Trenton, and 76 at
That guy was an idiot. So I feel like from basically around like here until we get courthouse is when we're going to start looking for damage. There's a Wawa in Ocean View I'm probably going to stop at though. Need another bathroom break. Yeah, I figured they were going to let the tornado watch expire. Alright, y'all. I'm going to mute the mic for a minute so that way I can make a phone call real quick, but I will be right back. Alright, y'all. I apologize. I am back.
Waves 1 to 2.
I am going to head inside the Wawa's. I had to make a phone call. But I'm going to head inside, get some food,
Winds 5 to 10.
and
Waves 1 to 2.
yeah, I don't know. I'll be back in like 5 minutes, and then we're just going to go do some damage stuff.
Coming southeast in the afternoon. Waves 1 to 2.
That's what really quickly before I forget. I'm going to change this.